Hello there everybody, my name is Star, and in today's video I'll be talking about the anime The Mightiest Disciple Kenichi. Basically a theory, not speaking from experience, but if you guys seen that anime Mightiest Disciple Kenichi, basically, his training with basically 7 different masters makes him an extremely powerful fighter. And I'm basically gonna get into that. Let me just get a better image of Kenichi, because I think I have a much stronger looking Kenichi. He should be somewhere around here. If I'm not mistaken. Kenichi should be somewhere around here. I hope I have one. If not, I'll just get it online. Kenichi? Nope. I guess we could use this one. This one seems a little more. So yeah. Yeah, this is fine for now. So basically my film theory, is it possible for Kenichi, that's the high school kid, to become as ripped as all these guys that has been training, all their lives in their respective martial arts? Like this guy at the very top with the spiky hair, he's Muay Thai, and he's been training years and years and years and years of Muay Thai kickboxing. The one that looks the weakest is this guy, the Chinese martial arts. And they make him look very weak, very small, and he's not all that ripped. He kind of is. I could try to get a picture of him, but for now, wait, Kensei, yeah, Kensei. Okay. Is there anything that would show that he's ripped or something, please? Is he ripped? Let me see. Does he? Nope, apparently they don't show him with any wait, actually, yeah. Oh, whoa. Yeah, he doesn't look all that ripped in the manga, so apparently not. Apparently the only one that's not ripped is his Chinese Kung Fu master. That's pretty interesting. While the rest of them actually looked ripped, except for Shigure. She's a female, but you can see her abs later on, once she's in her bikini and stuff. But the rest of them look ripped enough, to make it seem as if they're powerful, Can't say Mao looks the weakest, but don't confuse him. He could be one of the most powerful out of all of them. If they were to get into a fight, Kensei would stand the chance out of most of them. Not the very tall one, the one with the beard and the blonde hair. He's by far the strongest because he's the master, and He's studied every type of martial arts. He's basically like a hermit or something that practices martial arts. So he's basically, he doesn't really have a category of martial arts. He's probably just the strongest out of all of them, I guess. So basically, my theory is it possible for Kenichi, a high school boy, within 1 year or 2 years time to become as ripped and as powerful as them? I probably would say yes, with enough training and rigorous training and, you know, learning to fight like Kung Fu, Karate, Muay Thai, Ninjutsu, Aikido, and I don't know what his technique is, but he doesn't really train them. He's probably just the one sitting down, relaxing, while the rest of them train, because he, starting from left, you know, the guy with the big hair, his name is Apachai. Basically, he's Muay Thai. The one below him is Akisame, which is, he's actually blind, but he's pretty powerful. He practices judo or aikido, whatever you want to call it, same thing. You know, aikido is pressure points and twisting, you know, dislocating elbows and stuff like that, while judo is more throw down and kind of like wrestling in a sense. Right below him is I really forgot his name. Let's just move on to this guy, the guy with the leather jacket. His name is Sakaki. Basically, he's a karate, the 100-degree black belt, which is impossible, but yeah. The girl next to him is Shiguri, and the guy at the very top, Nasa Furinji. I can't remember his name, first name. And the one at the bottom is Kensei. Basically, Kensei practices Chinese martial arts like Wushu, because Kung Fu just literally means very good technique. So people call it Kung Fu. Kung Fu, it's Gung because it's with a G, not with a K. So yeah, everybody calls it Kung Fu, but I call it Kung Fu Wushu. Wushu is a proper term because Wushu is the name of the martial arts, you know. Depending what kind of Wushu you practice, because there's different types like crane style, Hungar, you know, different types of, you know, Wushu practices. Akisame, he basically practiced Aikido, you know, as I said. So is it possible for Kenichi to get as ripped as like powerful enough to have enough muscle-toned chest, abs, back, you know, muscles and stuff with all the training that he goes through with all these guys? It's physically possible, I guess, you know, because he's practicing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different martial arts, you know, different techniques and stuff, and with you know, each month passes, he starts learning these techniques a lot stronger. Not only that, he would have to actually exercise as well, because practicing the martial art itself, yes, you're building muscle because you're moving, constantly moving, doing techniques, you know, taking down, like it's physically possible for him in 1 year, maybe 2 years top, to become not as strong as them, but powerful enough to take down most people, you know, tough guys or stuff like that, because he's a pretty short guy. He's like 5 foot, while me, I'm 6'2". I'm probably the size of maybe Akisame, you know, the guy with the hair. I'm probably his height.
Where do you think you're going?
Everybody else is taller. They're like, I don't know, 6 foot, 7 feet. I could check that out. Let me see how tall these guys are. Kenichi is the mightiest disciple. Okay. Let's see. Wow, yeah, like later on he becomes a lot stronger. Holy crap! He's basically a mixed martial artist. He's an MMA fighter. Wow. So what else? How tall is he? Shirahama, there we go. Height comparison. Okay, images, is there a height comparison thing that... What the hell? Are you serious? It doesn't say how tall these guys are. Okay, let's see the rest of it. Master Certain Wheels on Paku members. Akisame. Let's see how tall he is. 80 kilograms and his height is 180 centimeters. 180 centimeters. Let's see. 180 centimeters into feet and wow, he's 5'9". He's a lot shorter than I am. Okay, let's move on to the next. Let's see, Apachai. Let's see how tall he is. Height 201 centimeters. Paste.
Where do you think you're going?
6'5". So he's almost as tall as I am. And 120 kilograms. That's probably like 260, 220? Let's see. 6'5" inches. So I'm roughly about 200 centimeters. Or 190 something. Let's see. Let's go back. Up a chai. Ayito, who's height? Oh yeah, here we go. He is about over 2 meters. He's by far the tallest one out there. He's taller than I am. So I'm roughly about, actually, yeah, let's look up Shio Sakaki. That's his actual name, you know, the karate. Shio Sakaki. Okay, here we go. He is about 192 centimeters. So let's look that up. 192 centimeters in feet. 6'2". Oh, perfect, my height. So basically, I'm exactly the same size as Shio Sakaki. You know, same height as he is. Except his shoulders are a lot broader than mine because he's probably a bigger body. But he kind of does look like me with the hair and everything, you know. Because if you compare me to him, I kind of do look like him. Except I don't have a curl coming out of my head. Because I have straight hair. He has long, straight hair. So we're roughly about the same size. So Kenichi's pretty short. He's probably basically the same size as Dim. So yeah, so basically about my theory, you know, is it possible for Kenichi to become ripped after 2 years of training with these guys? To be honest, yes, it's really possible, even in real life, you know, at least 2 years of training in martial arts, or 3 years, like, 3 years of training, you literally could become at least a red belt or a black belt with enough training. Even though there's no belt classification, but yeah. Because it's basically the same uniform. He doesn't really wear a belt. He just trains with them and learns all these techniques and stuff. Basically,
where do you think you're going?
With enough training and, you know, practicing all these martial arts, his muscle definition will, you know, with good food and sustenance and, you know, exercise and stuff, he probably could, you know, because the good thing about this anime is that he does so much. He not only, yeah, my dad wants me to finish up, so back to the conversation we were having. technically it's possible for Kenichi, high school boy, basically 16-year-old boys in high school, learning so many different types of martial arts and stuff. Like, it's really possible. Like, his body will develop quickly because if you guys study the anatomy of a 16-year-old kid, he starts, you know, developing hair, you know, it's the best time to do exercise or to join a club, you know, like a football club or some kind of martial arts, because your muscle starts to develop, because at the early stages of your life, your muscles start to develop. The more you work out, the more you run, because you're most active at your peak. That's basically your peak. Because once you're 21, 22, 23, it's more of a college thing. Like, people still do workout, but that is not their peak. So basically, he's 16 years old. He's training with all these masters after school. You know, basically he lives with them, and he's training all these different types of martial arts. It's possible for a kid of 16-year-old within 2 years, maybe even less. Okay, let me finish up. I'm almost done. Sorry, my dad wants me to finish up. So it's possible for a kid of his age to become that develop, and he starts comprehending all these martial arts, and with all this training, you know, you will start to see progress. Like, you'll start to see a little muscle mass, not too much, because he's not working out like a regular person should. He's working out differently, you know. He's
where do you think you're going?
Throwing punches, kicks. You start to develop your muscles, because when you're practicing these martial arts, you're literally working out parts of your body. Like, when you're throwing a punch, you're working out your arms and your shoulders, because you're moving all this right here. You know, with enough, you know, if you put weights and stuff in, because at first, yeah, you don't know anything, but once you develop all these styles, it's possible for somebody of his age to become ripped. Or not only that, he will know martial arts, so he'll be good for, you know, fighting if he ever needs to fight anybody. Because all these masters, they're basically like 5th degree, 60, maybe even more than that. Because remember, this is an anime. It's kind of a rough comparison with real life. You know, like, it's possible to build muscle, like chest muscle, abs, arms, chest. You know, practicing martial arts, doing exercises. You know, like, I really recommend this anime. Like, if you're trying to, you know, get all pumped up for fighting or workout, this is definitely a good anime. It would be cool if I would be in Kenichi's situation. I'll be training with him every day, even though I'm really old now. But yeah, I still do practice my martial arts, you know, my Chinese Kung Fu, my Taekwondo and stuff like that. You know, extremely basic stuff. I still remember most of the things, but at my age, I would really have to get back in there to build a lot of muscle and stuff, you know, practicing kick, you know, katas and stuff like that. But like, I do like martial arts. Like, I used to practice it back in the day. So yeah, guys, I can try to get a picture. Let me just get a picture of Kenichi. There we go. A good picture of him, nice and ripped. Because there's literally a whole... Wow. Yeah, this one is perfect. Animating. Alright. We'll put this right next to 57.5, I will call it. 56.5. Save. Got it? There's a lot of different pictures. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this one looks actually pretty good as well, but I want to get into something else that makes him look... No, that's too much. Ooh, wow.
Where do you think
This
you're
is
going?
also pretty good. This one is basically the same thing. There we go. Yeah, this one's perfect. There you go. I could, yeah, let me just show you an image of him of how he looks like when he, you know, first. Alright, well, where's Kenichi? Kenichi should be somewhere. Yeah.
Where do you think you're going?
This is basically drawn by somebody else that he took the image, the same image from a manga, and he decided to color it basically. He decided to draw it and then color it. This is basically Kenichi after his training, you know. He's pretty OP. Ripped as hell. Whoa. Like even the muscles ripped through his school uniform, being that he's still a high school kid and he's training all these martial arts. He's like super. So yeah guys, that does it for this video. I'll see you in the next. Bye bye.